What up, man? So it is kind of a special day today. It is February 26th, which is my birthday. I turned 22 today. And first off, I wanted to formally thank all of you for 1,000 subscribers. It may not be a huge milestone in stats wise, but we've been posting for a while, being consistent, putting the work in. And I'm very grateful for everyone and the continuous support that I've been receiving on these videos. I notice each video, the views are starting to average out a little higher, the numbers are getting better, the content's getting better, and so I'm just very grateful for all of it. Birthdays are usually kind of hard for me, I guess. I get super nostalgic, and I tend to kind of reflect on everything in my life over the past year. Kind of look back at okay, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing right? What did I get better in? And it's really easy for me to kind of slip into that pessimistic view of everything. And so what I really have been trying to do today is work on my mindset. And it's easy to, compare yourself online because I'm 22 now and I don't get a full-time income from doing this or doing fashion. And you can go online and you see 1,000 people like that, but I figured there was some other people who probably feel like this. And so I kind of wanted to just remind myself and you that you are what you think, as in what you think is it's kind of like the saying, if you are what you eat. Whatever you consume and whatever you tell yourself, that's the outcome you're kind of going to get. So if you take in all this information and you just flip it and be like, okay, why am I not this? Why am I not better? You're questioning yourself. It's better to take an alternative approach and be like, okay, what can I be doing better for me? Because everyone has a different journey. Everyone has different experience. You never know what these people might be experiencing. But overall, what I wanted to say was, it's important to believe in yourself and to really measure your goals and your progress you've made. Over the last year, we did a runway show. We'd had multiple parties with friends. And I kind of wanted to just remind myself that I'm very blessed to be in the position I'm in. To be able to do this at all is a blessing. I'm in a very nice apartment with my girlfriend. I have a supporting family. Everything is set up in a way to where I am bound for success. And so just kind of reflecting on everything I like to do on birthdays. And over the last couple years, I don't know if it's adulthood or what kind of causes these things. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But I notice each birthday it gets lonelier, and I know as you get older it's inevitable. Everyone has more responsibility, everyone has more things they're doing, but I know for me, when I'm focused on something, I turn into a hermit, and I don't leave the house. I don't really socialize very much, and today's kind of been a shitty day. I ended up going to work and got yelled at for the dumbest stuff, and so I kind of came back home just in a terrible mood, and I'm just sitting here am I really going to feel sorry for myself, or am I going to be, grateful for the position that I can even be in, right? Because it's a blessing to be able to feel pain. It's a blessing to feel lonely. It's a blessing to be in any type of position you're in, It's also, I wanted to touch on, we had so many issues with the runway show and volumeoone as a whole. So those of you who don't know, volumeoone is our production company me and my girlfriend founded, and it's supposed to put a platform for our personal brands, and we plan on doing things regarding fashion, music, art, collaboration, all things like that. And essentially over the last year of starting it, we ran into so many issues with friends, and I know a lot of people say don't get into business with friends, and it can for sure be a challenge, and we went through those challenges. We ended up breaking up. We had about a 4-person team. At one point, it was 6 people, 7 people, and No one really saw eye to eye. It all kind of broke up, and we just felt extremely defeated. And now we were able to find 2 more people to kind of help balance out the crew. And so there's 4 of us now. And I'm very, very grateful for the position I'm in with them. It's much healthier. Everyone wants to show up and work. And, work isn't even the right word. It's just inspiring. And everyone wants to better themselves. And that's kind of what the goal is of what we're doing, is just self-growth over time. This video isn't anything crazy. I just wanted to kind of come on here and thank you guys for the continuous support. And I'm feeling much stronger with the upload schedule. And I feel like I'm kind of finding my voice in editing. And I'm kind of figuring out what type of content I like, what kind of works. As always, please let me know in the comments. Give me feedback or content suggestions or things you want to see from me. I'm always willing to try new things and adapt. But yeah, it's kind of surreal getting older. You never think you would get older, especially as a kid. And now turning 22, I feel like it's like the age of... I'm officially not an adolescent, right? Because 21, you're technically, you can drink, whatever, go to all those 21 things. That's pretty much it, I think. It's after that, it's okay, there's no more birthdays, right? Birthdays don't really matter anymore. You're just going to get older each year. Another crazy thing I've noticed is every age, time seems to go by faster. And I was talking to someone older about this, and we kind of came to the conclusion that the older you get, the less significant events happen. And so time kind of tends to blur together. And it's also really easy to develop habits and kind of never change as you get older. And for me, I want to especially make it a point for myself to consistently change these habits for the better and consistently grow measurably. And so, as I mentioned in my other video, I've been working on my technicality skills, because I noticed one thing I would do is repeat a lot, okay, I want to grow, I want to get better, but what does that mean? That doesn't really mean anything. And so I wrote down some very specific goals. I wanted to get better at voiceovers for videos. I wanted to get better at technical sketching. I wanted to get better at patterning, at sewing. And so those are all measurable things I can do to get better overall. But it's really easy to kind of just feel melancholy on birthdays. I know birthdays are different for everyone. Some people go crazy and celebrate. In the last couple of years, I actually I had birthday parties, and what I noticed was I had more anxiety about people showing up and having a good time than me actually having a good time, to the point where I wouldn't even enjoy it, and I would just make sure everyone else was cool. And so this year, I didn't even bother trying to do a party, but instead I wanted to film this video, be productive, take some time for myself for sure to reflect and, kind of just enjoy the day for myself. But this is kind of the first year where I genuinely felt comfortable being alone and being with myself without having the anxiety of keeping up an image of having tons of friends and being super materialistic and things like that. And so I feel like this really marks a significant point in my life where I'm starting to become less materialistic, and I'm starting to become more spiritual and not self-centered, but self-grounded. The apartment's coming along. We'll do a tour soon once we get a couch. That's kind of the main thing we're missing right now. Sayuri, my cat, is with me. Here, let me show you guys. She is right here. Absolutely slumped. But I kind of wanted to keep this video raw and kind of just a little journal to myself, so I can look a year back from now and be like, okay, where was I at? Did I do anything with my life over the last year? But again, man, it's all mindset. What you feed yourself and what you think becomes who you are, and your actions determine that. So just consistently remind yourself that you're trying to get better. Be honest with yourself, as always. And just be present. That's another huge thing I've been working on, is being present in the moment, not thinking about what I'm doing tomorrow or next week or next year, and just looking around and trying to take a breath in and be like, okay, like, you know, shit could be worse, bro. Shit could be worse for sure. And so just be grateful for where you're at, regardless of the situation, and take it one step at a time. Thank you guys as always, and I'll see you very soon.